This segment is brought to you by 123 Digital Limited, your online and offline strategist.
Boom, 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 boom. Pablo there to it, and I'm here with Dazzle Spotlight. Well, my name is Kit Lee Esteva, but my stage name is Pablo. I started music at secondary school, maybe Form 3. I decided to do rap. I used to record with a webcam. That's where it generally started. Okay, so my first rap song was a collaboration with one of my friends from school at the time, his name being Whitney. And basically it was just about our time. We tried to emulate what we saw on the television, what we heard in the songs, and basically tried to give it a St. Lucian flow. But I guess judging by where we are right now, that wasn't too successful, and I decided to move on to something else, which is soca music. Growing up, I always looked up to two persons. In the raps, it would be Lil Wayne, and looking to the soca genre, it was Alpha. I used to watch every single video that I could find of him, of Alpha that is. I tried to make it to all his performances. Even if I was a very young kid, my father was really into calypso and soca, so I got that experience. I was able to go to a few shows, and those I couldn't attend, sadly, I had to watch it on the television. But yeah, that's my biggest inspirations. All right, so one of my favorite Alpha songs is Down the Road. It goes something like this. Down the road, hey, carnival we down the road, Yeah, that's Alpha, Down the Road. Well, at the time, the reason why I didn't stick to soca per se, at the time I wasn't getting the, the support. I tried reaching out to a few producers in St. Lucia. I couldn't get into the DMs, I couldn't get into the friends list. And when I looked around me, it was more like in my community, I saw Jamming coming up, I saw Servants and Mighty coming up, and these guys were really starting to build a real vibe. And I just gravitated towards that. I was like, wherever I could possibly get my talent going, I would just go there. Since I wasn't getting any luck on the soca side, I decided to go Denry segment, but I never lost that soca side of it though. I'm originally from the Dennery constituency. That's Dennery North, Gadet. Yeah, that's where I'm originally from. The first song that I got a chance to record in Denry segment would be Hold Your Mother. That would have been my first song recorded in Denry segment. However, I was the one who recorded it. I decided to do it on my own. I got the equipment and I did my recording. The feedback from Hold Your Mother was somewhat what kicked off my career. It got a lot of traction and a lot of persons were into it, but nobody knew who the artist was at the time. So other artists used to go out and perform it, and that made the song even bigger. Yeah, other artists used to perform my song everywhere. I heard about the performances in Sufra. I used to see clips. I used to see the crowd response, but there I was still a student at the Safa Community College, wasn't able to really go out there, so I was basically at home while other artists performed my song. I was still happy though. My girl, just hold your mother. Hold your mother. Let me see you hold your mother. Hold your mother. My girl, you come into the fete and you don't even... Yeah, basically something like that. I can't remember everything from it. My biggest song to date would be Keisha. That song was also recorded by myself at home in my bedroom. I had the song sitting for about 3 or 4 days. I wrote that song while at work, and my mom wouldn't let me record, so I had to try to get the perfect opportunity when she left the house to record Keisha. And one day when she went by the road, I just decided, let me just fire up my laptop, record that song, and that was it. That's how I did Keisha. And honestly, I was never going to release it, but one of my friends just kept telling me, boy, you have to release the song. Everybody wants to hear the song, just release the song. And I released it, and like I always do, I just stayed in the background and never pushed anything. But the feedback from Keisha was just climbing every single month. I saw it, but I still really did nothing about it. I don't recall sharing Keisha on social media or anywhere. I just placed it on YouTube and that was it. And the song just exploded. Why my mother didn't want me to record the song? It's just that different people like feel different ways about things, and my mom was always the one to be more on the conservative side. She wanted me to focus more on school and not music. You couldn't tell my mother anything about music at the time. My mother didn't believe in that because to her there's nothing in that and you wouldn't reach far, so focus on your school. Well, that song has brought me very far. I would say that song made me more of a household name. Everybody now knows who Pablo is. When from the time you hear Keisha, everybody know, yeah, that's Pablo singing Keisha. And basically what that has done for me with my mom, although I'm still not allowed to record music at home, it really made her like maybe understand that, maybe I do have a future in the music industry. Yeah. Who is Keisha? You want the truth or you want the... Who's Keisha? Alright, let's be honest. I wrote the song when I was going through a bit of a tough time in my life, right? I was at work, I had literally nothing to do. So I pulled out a sheet of paper and I decided to write a song. And I didn't have any particular direction. I just drew a circle. I put down a few points. I remember writing down policeman, fireman, a few other things. And in the center, I knew I wanted to write the song about a female. So I asked one of my colleagues, what's the most popular female name that you know? And she was like, Keisha. I was like, okay, I don't want the second one, I just want the first one. She said Keisha, so I wrote Keisha. And I just started jotting down lines that rhyme with what I had outside the circle. And this is how Keisha came about. But Keisha is someone that I literally met in my life, but I just don't want everybody to know who Keisha is. So I decided to use Keisha as the... I decided to use Keisha as the branding for that individual. Yeah, so basically Keisha is alive. Keisha is not alive in Babonneau, but Keisha is alive, yeah. Chorus. Keisha have policeman. Keisha have fireman. Keisha have movay, so Keisha know to take the man and Keisha can roll it slow. Keisha can touch her toe. Keisha can send it up and slam it like a domino. Alright, so basically what I'm saying in the chorus, I'm talking about Keisha and all the skills that she possessed. So basically, at the point in time, the movator was a really big trend in St. Lucia. Everybody was talking about the movator and how you could get the ready mix and the fridge and everything. So I was like, yeah, Keisha have the movator, so Keisha know how to take everybody, man. So if you have a policeman and fireman, you better look out because Keisha on the place. And Keisha has so many men wanting her that she have man lined up on a peg ready for her. Verse 1. Keisha from Babonneau. Keisha don't like roro, but every day you hearing Keisha name on radio. Boom. They say Keisha too meg. Keisha have man on peg. They say Keisha ugly and her hair it full with gel. So basically what I'm saying in that verse, I'm basically just describing Keisha a bit more. I'm letting you know who Keisha is, where you could hear about Keisha, where Keisha is from, basically. So Keisha is that one girl that always gets the bad end of the stick. Everybody watches Keisha and say like, that Meg girl, that girl ugly, that girl have how much gel for her hair to stay flat on her head and thing. So Keisha is the one girl that everybody frowns up, but everybody's like, me, I have time for that girl and thing. So yeah, but that's basically what I'm talking about. And then as we go along, you'll see how Keisha just evolves into something that nobody thought she was. Verse 2. Keisha come to Denry. Link up with Choke crew. Next thing the people say is Keisha with Malfet and Shoe. So Keisha just get upset. Stop talking to her ex. Now she with Ricky T. Look at her Sally get vexed. Alright, so that verse, I guess I was just trying to put a little bit more controversy into the song. Since I knew about the artist name Keisha, and I knew that if I were to try and put a little spin on it, and mention Ricky T and mention Sully, maybe people would think that the Keisha I'm speaking of is the songwriter, singer Keisha. So basically what I said is that she took a trip to Dennery, she met with the Choke crew, which was also a popular group at the time, and she decided to be with them, and everybody said she was with Malfet and Shoe, so she got upset. And she basically left her ex and she's with Ricky T now. And Sully's going crazy because Sully used to be Ricky T's main girl. and Keisha just came out of nowhere. The same Keisha, ugly, gel-haired Keisha, just take Rickety from Sally. My most memorable performance with Keisha would definitely be Soca Monarch. I think that night in particular will always remain with me. The crowd support, the energy, everything that went on in that particular moment was just pure vibes. I enjoyed it. I will never let go of that moment in my life. Like, it was just surreal. Follow Pablo there too on Instagram, Pablo Esteva on Facebook, and subscribe to Dazzle Magazine on YouTube. Pablo there too. Boom, 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 boom.